everybody to another edition of the Bushman's Beer Review. I'm your host, the Bushman.
And I'm your co-host, Black Rain.
Tonight we'll be reviewing a beer. It's Scafely?
Schlafly?
Scalfly? Schlafly?
Schlafly? Schlafly? Schlafly?
Schlafly?
Schlafly.
Schlafly. Schlafly Kolsch out of St. Louis, Missouri. And actually, we've never had this beer before.
No, we haven't. It's a truly blind test, and it's kind of out of our comfort zone because we typically stick to pale ales and IPAs and that sort. So, ought to be pretty interesting tonight.
While we taste this beer and get our palates good and hopped up, we'll introduce a little video segment.
We call this The World of Beer.
Today on the World of Beer, shower beers. Well, hello there. Why don't you grab me another shower beer and hop on in? The water's still warm. The reason why we enjoy a shower and a beer at the same time is because maybe you just got off work, maybe you're pre-gaming to go to the bar, maybe you just want to relax like a hot tub in your own filth or something, I don't know. But nothing is quite enjoyable like a cold shower beer. Refreshing. So what makes a good shower beer? Well, usually any light Pilsner kind of beer, but it's preferable taste. I prefer a pale ale or IPA, depending on the flavor, the brand. But today's Schlafly Kolsch is actually it's a pretty decent shower beer. It's light and not too heavy on really anything, so you can just knock one back pretty easy when you're taking a shower. Well, I couldn't say enough good things about the shower beer. Hope you enjoy your future shower beers and don't drop the bottle. Hey-o! Moving on to the Kolsch. It's a weedy kind of beer. It's very smooth. I wouldn't say it's really an ale. I'd say it's a Pilsner to me, but what do you think, Black Rain?
I think it's kind of, it's an ale, Pilsner-y. It kind of has a lager finish a little bit, but overall pretty much just smooth, drinkable, kind of bland beer.
It's just an ordinary Pilsner to me. What do you rate it, Black Rain?
Pretty standard. I'd say it's kind of boring. Give it a, to be fair, generous, I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a kid who just likes to play chess. Just boring. I would like to give it a 5 out of 10. We sent Black Rain on a special beer assignment this past weekend, to Top of the Hops Festival, where I think he learned a lot of life lessons.
Top of the Hops, 4th annual beer festival here in Jackson, Mississippi. Finally representing the state of Mississippi in the craft brew scene. Now, things get kind of tricky for the craft brew enthusiast here in Mississippi. As I learned,
sampling hundreds of craft beers from around the world. Let's go! Hophead Red from Green Flash. Pub Ale from a brewery right down the road from most of Lucky Town.
North Coast Brother Thelonious Belgian Style Abbey Ale.
Abba Smith Organic IPA. Gypsy IPA.
Anchor Steam from Anchor Brewing in San Francisco.
Turbo Dog from Abita.
Nola Brewing, Mecca Hopzilla.
Yazoo Brewing Top Project. Number 73, I believe.
Hophead Red, Green Flash Brewing Company.
What the fuck is this?
That's what I'm talking about.
certainly looks like you had a good time at the top of the hops, and I'm glad you made it back in one piece.
I had a hell of a time, and I'm surprised I made it back in one piece. Like you said, lessons learned, beers drank. It was awesome.
All right. But anyways, let's move on past talking about this beer. Let's talk about us.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And you know what that means. It's time for some viewer mail. All right, Black Rain, I want you to do us the honors of reading the viewer mail. For
All
us.
right. Our first letter tonight comes from a man who calls himself the Dingle Blaster. Dingle Blaster writes, Dear Bushman and Black Rain, what are your top 3 breweries you'd like to see come to the Jackson, Mississippi area?
My top 3 would be, in no particular order, would be Founders, Good People, and Oscar Blues, actually.
Well, my top 3, I also have to go with Good People because they make some great beers. Mm-hmm. I like Harpoon strictly because of their Leviathan, and I think Sweetwater has got to be my number 3 choice.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anyway, next letter comes to us from a man who calls himself Wayne the Main Brain McLean. He says, what's up with the potential co-host Black Rain? Shouldn't he just be co-host by now?
Yes, he should. Granted, if he can pass the Bushman's final challenge. Oh, yes. If you can shotgun a beer right now.
There's no problem.
That's what she said.
Co-host!
There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. We appreciate you for tuning in.
Make sure and follow us on Twitter at the Bushman82 and at Wicked Scepter.
And like us on Facebook. I'm Ben the Bushman Street.
And I'm Nick Black Rain Conklin.
And you've been
Bushwhacked!
And bland piss beers. Yeah, come on. I'd almost say it's a sophisticated palate cleanser.
I wouldn't even say sophisticated.
Yeah.